I first met Jodi when I started with Cal, and I was a new author, and so let's say 2020, and she was so inspiring to me because she'd written so many books, and of course I was overwhelmed because I was writing nonfiction, didn't quite know what I was doing, and like all authors, we have the ideas in our head. We want to get it out on paper, and she was one of the first people that could actually speak my language and encouraged me to go forward with my books.
I first met Jodi working on the board of the Colorado Authors League. I was the awards chair at the time. She kind of came in toward the end of the period I was on the board and has been on the little board, ever since in one role or another. Very dedicated to meeting the needs of the organization in several different roles.
I first met Jodi at the Mountain of Authors in Colorado Springs at the library. They do the yearly Mountain of Authors. And she was in the table next to me. I was really new to the event, and she showed me her books and kind of took me under her wing and told me all about, her writing, which was really nice.
One of the most unique things about Jodi that makes her a unique person in my mind of everyone that I've met in my career, and both family and friends, is her character. She is someone that is likable immediately, yet when you talk to her, she has these strong opinions. And I love the fact that she's confident with her opinions. And I have been to, I can't even number them, the number of book shows with her, where we've sat side by side selling books. And the way she talks about her books and the way she engages with people makes her the author she is.
She writes a whole variety of stuff. I have had the pleasure and the privilege of being a beta reader for her on 3 very diverse books. One had to do with sex trafficking. The other was one of her time travel books. And this most recent one is set in Middle Ages. It's fantasy type warrior book. I mean, I find her writing really diverse.
Cinnamon Girl, a mystery, very interesting plot line. It had some very interesting little plot twists, threw some curves at us about what the protagonist was all about. I admire those kinds of mystery stories, one where you think you're heading one particular direction and you end up somewhere else.
Her books are attractive to very small children. I've bought too many of them, a lot of them for my grandkids. They all have a moral, a lesson, but they're it's her heart. And they also go all the way up to, adult with very serious subjects.
I think most of us as authors feel connected to one kind of story. Jodi writes in lots of different genres: mystery, romance, time travel, spiritual writing, children's books. As I say, most of us have a connection to a typical kind of story and never step away from it. She doesn't think that way. She sees something she wants to write, she dives into it, and I think she has a good time with it.
One thing that stands out to me about Jodi's writing is, especially since it's so varied, her writing always shows a great deal of research, like behind whatever it is. She knows her topics and then integrates it so smoothly into the story.
Super organized. Cal had, for many years, had a booth at the Colorado Christmas in Denver and in Colorado Springs. Very willing to do most of the work, but capable of getting people to delegate to. And, she's always a sweetheart, always very happy and friendly, and made it enjoyable to take part.
Jodi has an honest perfection when it comes to Cal and what we need, and she seems to know and be empathetic to the author, whether they're prolific and they're making thousands and thousands of dollars a year, or they're not. They're just doing it to do their family history. She respects all of us, and she puts the time in to get to know you and what you might need as an author.
In her role as the board, I see it as finding out what the needs of the of authors, of other members, what those needs are, and finding a way to satisfy those needs. Help writers be successful.
She put so much into Cal, and I would ask her, you must spend hours at what you do, because she was so good at it and she cared so much about our club. But she has a family that she's so very close to, and every time I'm with her or talk with her, we talk about her kids, her husband, who is also an author. So that's a very positive part of Jodi that makes her so well-rounded.
Jodi, thank you for her ability to give and help the Cal members. From me personally, I appreciate a lot of, I appreciate the contact just over the years, but basically it just boils down to thank you for all she's done.
Jodi, congratulations on this honor. No one is more deserved than you. You have put your heart and soul into the Colorado Authors League. Thank you so much for being my friend, for selling books with me, and also for just giving me the greatest advice on being an author and what to do next. I appreciate your time that you've spent with me and for everyone else, and your leadership in our club.
Jodi, congratulations. As both an author and as a member of Cal, you're a deserving recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. You've done so much for the organization. I celebrate your selection for this award. Proud of you.